life. Jesus said unto him, the way you show you love me is that you've got to feed my sheep. You have to keep pressing on this thing. You have to keep saying this thing. You have to keep giving them this thing. If not, you do not love me. So I've showed you 3 instances in the Bible, and there are so many where there is a call to continuously say these things, to continuously emphasize these things, to continuously buttress the points that are necessary. Why? If you keep quiet, adulterations will soon come inside. In fact, in the world that we are, the gospel is now fighting to be relevant because the adulterations have so taken over the gospel. They have so, looked like the gospel that the gospel now is even looking strange. So those who have the gospel will have to start talking. We have to keep talking. We have to insist on the gospel. If not, there will be no light for it. Defend the gospel. Hear this. If we do not defend the gospel, the devil's mission is to change the entire thing. To change it. He is okay with confusing a man. Listen to me. You think the devil comes to only kill? No. He comes to steal. He comes to destroy. So if he can make a man to lose focus, that loss of focus is enough for the man to drive his own family, his whole generation into a wrong place. So you say the devil is not after you because you are wealthy, because you are healthy. No, the battle is not a physical one. It's a battle of the mind, pulling down strongholds. So he can shift something in the mind, and if it is shifted, you are still going, but you're going wrongly. Defend the gospel, because the devil's mission is the exact opposite. He wants to destroy the gospel. He wants to kill. John 10:10. He wants to kill it. He wants to steal it. He wants to destroy it. Hear me. Without the gospel, we have nothing. The Bible will be reduced to a mere history book without the death, burial, and resurrection. The Bible will just be a storybook. It will be about how David did this. It will be about how Abraham did this. Of what use is the story of Abraham? Of what use is the story of David? The cultures are different. The operations are different. I can't be reading David's story to apply now. Does David have technology? But the only reason why his story is relevant is because it is connected to the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. If not, the Bible is empty. It will be tales by moonlight. So we have to defend the gospel. We have to hold it. We have to keep at it. We have to continue. Hear me. The miracles of the Bible does not scare the devil. He understands the miracles. From the book of Exodus, Moses threw a rod. His people threw a rod. He understands those things. In the book of Matthew 4 and Luke 4, here he was offering Jesus inheritance. He was telling Jesus, bow to me. I will give you the whole world because it was given to me. The miracles that we celebrate doesn't touch the devil at all. He doesn't even feel it, because what you have, he has. What you know, he knows. The only thing that he does not understand is in 1 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 8. That's the only one he does not understand. That's where God beats them to stupor. That's where God deceived all of them, or had victory over all of them, because they couldn't understand. Can we read? Which none of the princes of this world knew, for had they known it, they would have not crucified him. The devil did not understand how crucifixion brings about a change in the world. That is, if he knew it, he would safeguard Jesus Christ. He didn't understand that one. He knows what feeding 5,000 is, and he didn't stop it. He knows what walking on the sea is, and he didn't stop it. He knows all of those things. They cannot bring result. And then God fashioned the gospel, salvation. He fashioned it in such a way that the devil unknowingly will be pushing for it. He said, had they known, if they had the slightest chance to know that the death of Jesus was the end of their stronghold on the earth, if they knew it, If they knew that when that blood, that precious blood hits the floor, that there will be no need for any animal sacrifice, that makes no meaning. You understand what the Bible says, Hebrew? You keep sacrifices, but it's making no meaning. But he, through the blood, has entered once into the holy place. He has done it once and forever. If they ever knew that that one sacrifice was going to end their reign, they wouldn't have allowed it. In fact, they were thinking Jesus is going to bring one kind of revolution. So they just wanted to end him like they ended John. Let another prophet rise. They did not know that in their bid to end him, they were starting the gospel. They were starting the death, and then the burial, of course the resurrection, so that when he came out in the book of Matthew 28, he says all power. They were shocked. How did it happen? Are you ready? We have to defend this gospel. We have to make sure that we hold it, because the church has lost it several times.